Hello, good evening. Good evening. I hope everyone's having an amazing day, start to your week, all the things. I told you guys I'd be going live tonight because I wanted to talk about my all-time favorite question that I get asked as a coach. And honestly, probably the question that I would say I most resonate as well with as a consumer. So for those that are new to me, hey, I'm Dr. Nicolia. We're going to be talking all about my favorite question today, but I promise I'll make it make sense. And it's also a question that if you're a coach, if you're a healer, if you're in this transformation, life coaching space, you'll definitely want to make sure that you're staying tuned. So I am recording both on Instagram and Facebook, so that's why I'm looking back and forth. So as you're coming in, say, hey, I see some people coming in over here on Facebook. Say, hey, let me know that you're here. Let me see your face, or at least see your comment. All right, so we'll dive in. So the truth is, as a consumer, I'm a consumer as well as I'm a coach. That means I buy things as a consumer as well as I coach people and support people and recognize that they have to buy as well. And so one of the questions that I get often, but actually resonate with as a consumer most, is what's in it for me? WIIFM. What's in it for me? When we are going to buy things, we want to know, why does this benefit us? Why does this matter? Why is this something that we want to begin with? And so I love this question because when I relate to it, like when I buy things, even when I scroll through sales pages, I'm constantly like, does this apply to me? Does this apply to me? What will I get out of it? Like, it's great that you have all these wonderful wins here, but like, what does that mean for me and my business, right? And because I know that I'm that type of buyer, I recognize that there are going to be people that also wonder the same thing. So when I am creating content, when I'm showing up online, I create content with the WIIFM in mind. What's in it for me? Because ultimately, that's what people want to know. They want to know how this resonates with them, how this relates to them, and how it's going to work for them. And so recently, I opened the doors to my certification program, and the doors will be closing here very, very soon. And we will reopen in January, but I'll be honest, it will not reopen at the same price point that it's at now. There is a super amazing deal when you jump in now. And so that's why I wanted to talk about what's in it for you, for those that have kind of been on the fence back and forth about, do they want to get over the fence? Do they want to stay on? Do they want to kind of straddle the fence? But I wanted to talk about what's in it for you, because I know for me as a buyer, that's something that's extremely important. I need all the information and how it's going to apply for me. And I try to weave that into what I do. And so today's live, I'll be talking all about what's in it for you. So my Elevate Method is my certification program for coaches. And with it, you will receive 7 certifications in one program, which really makes it unlike any other program that I've seen on the market. So when you come through the Elevate Method, you'll be certified in hypnotherapy, life and success coaching, time techniques, NLP, tapping, the Elevate Method, which is my proprietary process to elevate your mind, your life, and your success, and human design, okay? So this program is truly unparalleled because I literally am teaching you how to not only know yourself, but to align with yourself based on your design. And I'm also teaching you how to master your mindset so that you can show up fully in your life and in your business to create the success you desire and deserve. And I don't do this from some like trial and error run. I'm very strategic about making sure that the things I'm teaching inside of this program actually apply to you, actually apply to what it is that you want to do. And I recognize that there's not a one-size-fits-all model. So I'm walking you through based on your design, which is really why this program is so unique and so different and truly unparalleled than any other program. In addition to that, there's 3 pillars that we build on. We build on the coaching, the community, and the certification. So I'm really intentional about making sure that I'm not just throwing a certification at you and being like, all right, you're certified in NLP. Go ahead and dig into people's minds and figure out how to use it. No, I am literally coaching you around how to utilize it. Actually, as we speak right now, I'm building out almost like a technique guidance system where I show people when you have a client that presents with a struggle with their emotions, or they present with an addiction, or they present with a heavy emotion, or they present with limiting beliefs or self-sabotage or whatever it may be, here's what you can do. But I also give you this technique guide, but I'm also, in addition to that, I'm pairing that with helping you to build your confidence as a coach so that you already know what it is that you need to do to support your clients, what tools and modalities you can use. And that's what I love about this program, is you have this toolbox of tools from which you can pull from and really create massive transformation that lasts longer, goes deeper, and happens quicker. All right. So that's the thing about the certification and the coaching that I provide. We have monthly Q&A calls, hot seat coaching. We have co-working sessions. We have modality practices. So the modality practices are where you're jumping on the call and you're practicing these things and getting feedback in real time on how these modalities look, how you're doing, where you can improve, what's going well. The co-working sessions is where you come on. We're all working on different projects, but we're getting feedback in the moment. Like, hey, what do you think about this name of this masterclass? What do you think about the name of this challenge? And you're getting feedback from me, from my assistant coach, as well as anyone else that's in the program on the call with you, just really supporting you. And then our hot seat coaching, you jump on. If you're stuck in a certain area, I coach you through it. And then the Q&A is exactly what it sounds like. You jump on, you get Q&A and get all your questions answered about what you may be running into. So yesterday we did a Q&A call, which was mind-blowing, by the way. And I had a client ask me the difference between pillars, your elevator pitch, as well as your tagline. And we really broke those things down. So really getting support and structure to build the right foundation to have a profitable, sustainable, and impactful business. Because it's not all about calling in the cash, right? If it's not something that's going to sustain you. If I teach you how to call in clients and call in cash, but you burn out 5 seconds later, how does that really serve you? So I want you to create a sustainable business as well as something that allows you to impact people, but also bring in, those ideal clients and that profitability. Okay. So that's what I really, really love about the program. But today, what I really wanted to touch on is what is in it for you? Because that's a question that I get all the time. It's like, this program seems great, but like, how do I know that this can work for me? What does this mean for me? And I want to break down the ways that I built this out to make sure that I'm meeting my clients exactly where they're at and to really, really be able to support them, because I'll be transparent. I've been in programs where I don't feel like I have a high level of support, where I can't ask those questions. And this is why that third pillar comes into play with the community, where I'm really facilitating this community in our online support group, as well as on our Q&A calls and the like, for you to get support with like-minded people who don't see you as crazy, but also see you as wanting to see your vision through. And then I get to show up there to really support you, hold you accountable, encourage you, and just essentially get to be like your virtual cheerleader, which that might be one of my favorite things about coaching to begin with. So again, the 3 pillars we build on is the coaching, because I coach you and support you at building out this business. The community, it's creating a community of like-minded people that encourage and support you. We had a client that had a win last week. She shared it in the group about a recent launch, and like everyone cheered her on, which is really, really encouraging. And then also the certification. So you actually walk away with these certifications and the confidence to know what to do with them. All right. So I want to talk about what is in it for you. What makes this program different? Why it's so unique and why it's so special. And I know that I'm a little bit biased, but even after talking to clients that have come through this certification program, talking to my assistant coach, and like her feedback, it's just been so beautiful to really see my vision come all the way through. And I am constantly updating things. Like I told you this morning, I was working on a technique guidance document that walks you through which techniques are powerful, which ones to use, which ones to dive into, all the things. So the very first reason that this program is so powerful and really speaks to what's in it for you is that it saves you time. Okay. So for me, when I started my business, I was trying to do all of the things through Google. I'd Google my way through trying to make sense of things. I would YouTube University my way through trying to learn something new. And what would happen is, if you've ever had this happen, I'm a pretty resourceful person, but I would Google things, I would YouTube things, I would look up blogs, and I would have a lot of really good information. And then I would find a lot of really inaccurate information. And if you haven't walked this trail before, it's really difficult to be able to balance and see, how do I know which information is valid? How do I know which information is right? How do I know which information actually makes sense? How do I know what I actually want to weave into what it is that I'm doing? What makes sense about it? And so for me, when I was building out my business, I did that. And I'll be very honest, it took me a lot of freaking time, because I had a lot of trial and error run. But when I built out the Elevate Method certification program, I was very intentional with allowing my footprints to become your blueprints. So you don't have to try to blaze a trail and wonder, like, we can use a technique guidance document, right? You don't have to wonder how to support someone in this area, with a limiting belief or self-sabotage, but you literally have a process to do that. Thank you. In addition, like, I have a whole document that walks my clients through how they can start selling sessions now? How do we package sessions based on your unique niche? How do you package sessions? So like I have a client that does blended family stuff. I talked to her about how to package sessions now before certification. I have a client that is teaching nursing skills, but in a way that teaches you to master your self-help and your overall mental health. I taught her how to create sessions now, right? And there's so many other, like I have people that do like health coaching and so many other domains and arenas. And this is exactly what I am teaching inside of the program. I'm teaching you to save yourself time without trying to Google your way to success, without trying to figure out how you can actually make it happen. I'm teaching you to save yourself time. In addition, the second thing that's in it for you is I simplify things. So you don't have to try to complicate the process of building out a business that's actually profitable, that builds out a business that's actually sustainable, that's actually impactful. I am literally walking you through the process of how can you save time? How can you how can I take things and simplify it? So one of the things that I love about the Elevate Method certification program specifically is that I teach you how to, like, you actually essentially go through the modalities yourself. And so you're getting coaching while you're learning how to coach other people. And so there's a lot of healing and a lot of transformation that takes place before the elevation comes in. And so when you step out on the scene as the coach that you're called to be, you're already so confident with it. You're already so prepared. You're already ready to call in those dream clients because you know that you have what it takes. Because I have now taken something that can feel overwhelming and frustrating and exhausting and made the entire process seamless. Okay. And that's what I really, really love about the program. I took some notes here, so you'll see me looking over. I want to make sure that I have some things here. Oh, I remember the one that I want to talk about. It saves you money. That might be one of the biggest ones that people always ask about. So I'm going to just be very transparent. When I started my business, I invested $65,000 in my business prior to me bringing in any money. And that's more than what my entire bachelor's degree cost. That was $65,000 of me trying this coach and trying this coach and trying this program and trying this program. And really for me, what ended up happening is I was missing the importance of aligning my mind with my success. But I didn't know that at the time. I just kept trying to effort and force my way to success. What I'm doing is I'm creating a comprehensive container inside of the Elevate Method program where you don't have to have 75 other programs to figure it out. So for example, one of the programs that come as a bonus inside the Elevate Method certification program is my Passion to Profit Course Academy. And so if you desire to create a course, you come through the Elevate Method and you learn how to create a course based on your passion. So not only are you building out your business, but now you get to walk away with the course. And that takes less than 2 weeks, right? I teach you how to build memberships. I teach you how to build your signature program. So there are so many different ways that I support you in this container to prevent you from having to exhaust yourself financially with 50 million different coaches and offers and programs and masterminds and masterclasses and challenges and the like. I create this comprehensive container where it can be like your one-stop shop. You get the things you need to build out this profitable, sustainable, and impactful brand, which is so freaking powerful. With the Elevate Method, in addition to that, I teach you how to reduce risk. So a lot of people that come through this program have a lot of fear around what this feels like. Am I going to be confident enough? Are people going to know that I'm an imposter? Am I going to feel like a fraud? Will I really know how to create transformation? Will I really know how to create this breakthrough and this support for my clients? Like, what will I do? Because these are proven modalities. These are proven scientific. These are proven scientifically. These are proven from my own trial and error run and walking through it. I've helped so many coaches with facilitating these. These are proven methods and modalities. So it reduces the risk that you show up on spot, that you show up in this coaching space and don't know what you're doing, and that people see you as a fraud and people see you as an imposter and think that you're not an impactful coach. But you get to show up with the confidence of like, oh my gosh, like I can really do this. Oh my gosh, this is happening. Like, this is amazing. So it reduces that risk. It also reduces the risk that you've now taken this amazing investment of time and money and put it into this program. And then you get out onto this place, into this space of being like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, what I'm selling. I don't know how to help change, create change with my clients or lock arms and really support them. No, you come out and you know the things that you're doing. We really focus on niching and what niching means. And if you're aligned to niche based on your human design, which I feel like most coaches won't talk about, because me, for example, I'm not supposed to niche, but I spent 2 years niching and boxing myself in and being bitter and frustrated about boxing myself in, and then to realize like, oh, I'm not supposed to niche myself in, and it's okay if I don't niche myself in. But we talk about, are you supposed to niche? And if you are, what does that look like? And if you're not supposed to niche, what does that look like? The difference between a horizontal organizational business structure and a vertical organizational business structure. We talk about these things inside the program because there's a massive difference, right? And I want to be able to support you at building that business model, again, that's sustainable. This is important. So I'm really, really, really supporting you with that. It saves energy because the way I structure the program is that you don't have to burn yourself out and get it all done by this day, or burn yourself out and have to have this certain schedule. I actually started off teaching people all about productivity. And so I teach some of my most popular productivity techniques to teach you how to study and retain material. So we talk about like the learning pyramid. I teach you how to be productive with balancing a busy schedule, because I know for me, when I was working through building my business, I was raising 2 kids, working a full-time job, working a part-time job, and working on my doctorate full-time. So for me, I know the dynamic of feeling exhausted, trying to balance millions of things and trying to wear so many hats. And so when I created this program, I was very intentional about thinking about that and considering that, and making sure that this was a part of the way I structured and designed the program to still allow for people to be able to graduate in a way that aligns with their lifestyle, which I think is so, so important. And then the final what's in it for you, which I think is really, really important, is that it increases safety. So what I mean by that is when I think about the coaching space, I think about, I love it. I love the coaching space. I love what I do. I'm actually a counselor by trade, and I love how powerful coaching has become. I love how amazing and impactful coaching has become. But I'll be honest, it's an unregulated space. And there's some pros and cons about it, right? There's some great things and some bad things. But what I often see is I see people with wonderful intentions that show up in this space. They want to coach people, they want to support people, but they don't have the tools to do it. And so people are buying these programs, or they're buying these certifications, or they're buying these one-on-ones, and they're not getting the transformation or the change or even the support sometimes that is promised. And not always that people have bad intentions. It's just sometimes they get overwhelmed and they don't know how to deliver it, or sometimes they don't know what they're doing, or sometimes they think that they can commit to something but they can't. Like, there's all these things. And so what ends up happening is when we get into this space, there's a lot of people that have like almost a bad taste in their mouth about coaching, because maybe they've had a bad experience. And I myself have had a few bad investments in coaching where it made me scared to keep investing in coaching. And if you relate to that, my heart goes out to you. And this is why I've structured this program like this, because I want to increase safety, not only within the Elevate Method certification, so you're getting the support that you need. I also want to increase safety for you in that you are actually able to show up as the coach confidently and in a way of authority. So you know these skills from a scientific level. You've experimented with these skills firsthand. You think about how the ways that you can take them and weave them into your brand and make them authentic and unique to who you are. This is so powerful. I can't stress this enough. So powerful. And so safety was something that I really prioritized with, because even throughout the program, one of the things we talk about is we talk about quantum leaps, right? Quantum leaps literally collapse time. That means they can happen at any point. This is for like people, if you're new to quantum leaping, quantum leaps can happen like this, right? You could say, okay, I want to reach 10K months by the end of this year, and you could reach 10K months as soon as by the end of this month, right? Quantum leaps can happen like this, but it only happens when you regulate and create safety within your nervous system. Because you could have all the systems, all the strategies, and all the support in the world, but if you haven't created safety within and mastered your mindset, none of that's going to matter. It's all decoration on the outside. That's like me putting on like really fancy earrings, and I know these aren't fancy, they're just like hoops, but that's like me putting on really fancy earrings and saying that I feel great, but inside I'm really struggling, right? We can decorate the outside all day, but if we're not taking care of the inside, none of that's going to matter. And this is why I talk about increasing safety within yourself, so that when you show up as the coach that you're called to be, you show up confidently and unapologetically, and you know that you can facilitate this transformation and change. You call in those clients, not the ones you settle for, but the ones that you know are your dream clients, the ones that you know are magnetized to you, and the ones that you know belong to be in your space. Which reminds me of one final like amazing what's in it for you thing that I also include is energy. I teach you all about saving your energy. And I talked a little bit about productivity, but one of the modalities we teach is tapping. So I teach you how to protect your energy as a coach, because anyone who's already started coaching, you know, you give a lot of your energy out. This live gives my energy out. When I coach one-on-one, it gives my energy out. And I have to, in order to show up effectively and be the coach I'm called to be, I have to protect Nicolia. I have to take care of Nicolia. I have to make sure I am safe, that I feel energized, that I feel relaxed to be able to show up fully as myself, right? And so I teach you how to take care of your energy, which is really a life skill that I feel like we should learn. I actually teach it to my daughters. My youngest, she's 8. And this is something that we've been really working on, is like tapping and tools like that, because I want them to have these as tools that they can use for the rest of their life. And that's what I love about the Elevate Method certification program, because these aren't just tools that you have to use in your business. You can weave them into your life as well. So you get to elevate your life, but you also get to elevate your mind and your success through coming through this program. So there are so many benefits as far as coming through the program. This program, when I say this, I literally cannot stress enough that it is unlike anything that you've ever seen. Okay, I have put my blood, sweat, and tears, figuratively, into this program to create a comprehensive container where there is a massive level of support that most of you have probably never experienced. Creating that safety, protecting your energy, helping you to eliminate the trial and error run, and helping you to really put your energy and your efforts and your focus into building that business that's profitable, that's wonderful, that's impactful, allows you to impact people all over the world, and it's sustainable, meaning that it's long lasting without burning you out. And that is the ultimate goal of the Elevate Method. So if you have been on the fence about, what it's like, what it means, what this can do for you, what I would recommend is use that link below. Okay, there's a link below where you can sign up. You go to NicoliaWilliams.com/elevate. All right. And when you go here, you're going to be able to read all about the program, the ins, the outs, the pros, the cons. Well, there's not cons that I can think of, but you'll be able to read the ins, the outs, all of the things. You're going to be able to see the feedback from what other people are saying as they're going through this program. You're going to be able to see the deep level of support that we actually provide inside this container. And you're going to see what's available for you. And that's the entire way I've crafted this program, because I want you to know that what's desired by you is actually available for you. Your desires are not there in vain. There's a reason that God put those on your heart, right? And it's your job to say yes to your vision. It's your job to show up for your vision. It's your job to be committed to your vision, because when you do, those desires get to be attracted to you, get to be drawn to you, and you get to live that life that you desire and deserve, that you're so worthy of. All right. So that's what I have for you guys today. I wanted to really come over and dive deep with it, because again, this program at the end of the year, it will be going up in price, and I wanted to give you that final chance to jump in, lock in your price, and be in here when we add in all the massive and amazing bonuses. Like, I've been adding so much into the human design section of it. It's so mind-blowing. We've been talking all about recently, all about like environments that are good for your energy. We've been talking about business based on your design, and building a business based on your design. I've been adding in, like I talked about, some of the different techniques that you can use and when to use them. I just want to really be able to support you in a deep way, in a massive and amazing way. And so inside this program, that is what you're going to get. So again, use that link below. Go to NicoliaWilliams.com/elevate, where you can check it out. If you have absolutely any questions, you can DM me on Instagram. I'm Nicolia Williams on Instagram. So you come over and DM me. I don't bite. Let me know what's coming up for you, what questions are coming up, and we can chat all about all things Elevate. So I hope you guys have a phenomenal remainder of your week. It's going to be an amazing week, and I will check in and chat with you guys later. Bye, guys.